I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the jump off. Goons in a club, case something, pull. Yeah, that had a little flu. I'm getting over it. But anyway, I've missed you guys. Sorry I've been, booked and busy, but that's just how it goes, okay? I've missed you guys, and I am finally back reviewing this season. This season of The Real Housewives of Potomac is so good, guys. So good to the point where I was just like, I don't care what I have going on. I have got to get back to reviewing this show because it's so good and it's so much to talk about. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this case being dismissed. Word on the street is, word on the production streets, that allegedly the cameraman got paid off by Michael, the production company, and Bravo. Homeboy got 3 really nice checks. That's why he was not answering calls of the police. He was not moving forward with the allegations, and he wanted to drop them because allegedly he was paid off. So the money that he was paid off with was probably going to be more than he was actually going to get taking this to court. So those 3 big hefty paychecks paid for homeboy's silence. Let's talk about Ashley. Listen, Ashley already knows, you know what I mean? I don't think that she is surprised by anything that Michael is doing. What she's not going to do is let any of these women fumble her bag because her husband got a little handsy on camera. Sit there and be pretty like she was paid to do when she went into this marriage with Gollum. We all know what it is. She know what it is. So why are we even talking about it? Like, no shade, but whenever you see somebody that is like really young with somebody who was very old, the younger person normally is broke, comes from nothing, and the older person is normally wealthy and provides for them. This is what this situation is. We know that it is a marriage of convenience. I do not for one second think that she doesn't know about her husband's vices. I do believe she's probably participated in them. Let me tell you something. Rich people, especially rich men, their freak level is a freak level that we have never even discovered. We poor people, middle class, don't even know how freaky these wealthy people can get. Okay? So Ashley already know. She probably happy that he's doing it to somebody else and not her. Listen, Ashley is working on a building and it's a sure foundation. I think she is playing the doting wife because now she got this baby. I think that she is playing her position. And during the taping of this season, she was playing her position, being the loyal, doting wife, and then homegirl got pregnant. This is what's going to happen, and this is what happens to all these young women that get married to these rich guys. Unless they are about to die, they look for a way out, and the way out is a baby. Because not only do you got alimony, you also got child support. Because that kid has to live the same life that they would have lived had you stayed with this man. Not only does she have 2 checks coming in from Michael, she got a bigger one coming in from Bravo. Because now the next season, she can go on and have this storyline of somebody who is, freshly divorced or divorcing, going at it alone as a single new mom. So her storyline is really interesting. So Bravo is really going to pay the big bucks to watch this. I'm telling you, I think that Ashley is so calculated. I honestly believe that her mother is in on this thing. I think that she is so calculated that this is the plan going forward. I think she was always looking for a way out, right? But she wanted to have a way out with security. And now she has this baby. So she has her security. Her security in child support. She also has her security into Michael's trust. The girl is good at this point. So now she can get out and do her. I'm telling you, I really feel like her mother, light-skinned Loretta Devine, has trained this girl up to scam like this. I'm telling you. Watch their scenes together. I'm just like, this lady no game. She is teaching her child game, and Ashley is playing the game. Ashley is so calculated and manipulative and conniving. Guys, when you watch her on the show from beginning to the end, this girl has been playing the game and nobody has been paying attention. She knows exactly what she's doing. She got this whole thing in the bag, and I'm telling you, the next season or the season after, that is going to be one of her biggest seasons with Bravo. I'm telling you, when she breaks away from this man and she goes on as this, I'm single, I'm a new mom, I don't know what I'm doing, having all these crying fits, then she starts dating again, all of this stuff, rediscovering who she is and doing it as a new single mom. I'm telling you, homegirl is working to get paid, and that she will. I think if she stays with Michael, I think the only reason why she will stay with him is probably for 2 reasons. One, they probably have a clause or something in their marriage where you have to be married a certain amount of years for her to get a certain amount of alimony. Or she knows that his days are numbered. You know what I mean? That's another reason why these young girls stay on in their marriage, because they know that homeboy's days are numbered and they're getting everything. Michael's kids, if daddy got a little cough, you better start checking into his paperwork and his life insurance policy. I am telling you, y'all better stay woke. I know too many well-to-do kids right now whose parents are married to these young people. And I have two friends in particular whose parents have died and everything has went to the wife because the paperwork wasn't right. Michael's kids, little golems, you better look into daddy's paperwork. Macy Gray and Karen being best friends. When? Like, I did not see this coming. And first of all, when Karen showed this picture to confirm their friendship, it looked like a fan photo. It looked like Karen ran up to Macy Gray when she was doing her shopping in New York City and asked her to take a picture. It did not look like a friend picture. Are you guys shocked by that? I was really shocked. I was like, of all people, I would have never thought the Grand Dame would have said that she was really close to Macy Gray. I'm thinking about it. One thing that I do know about these shows is that a lot of times the relationships are not real. What happens is, a little insider tea, what happens is celebrities, no shade, legit celebrities, not like reality TV shows, you know. There are levels to this, you know, them A-listers or B-listers, you know, come on down to the C and D listers, what are normally reality TV stars. And, you know, big shows like the Housewives. And a lot of times studios want to advertise their film or their upcoming TV show, whatever project they have, on a hit TV show. And a lot of these reality TV shows are huge hits. That's why you see Bravo doing, you know, those movie commercials with the mixture, like a mashup of the Housewives talking about a certain movie, and then you see certain clips of the movie. That's one way that they advertise. Another way is sometimes they'll reach out, or the celebrity's publicist will reach out and say, hey, for example, Macy Gray has this project coming out. I would like to work her into one of your episodes. What can we do? Production sits down and says, okay, so this studio wants to advertise, or this music company wants to advertise. This is how they want it to work within the show. What can we do? A lot of times they just probably want to bring visibility to a celebrity. So it could just be the studio doing that, or it could be the publicist. So maybe Macy Gray's publicist was just like, we want to get her back out there, you know, into, you know, people's minds or whatever, and let them see that she's still doing music and this is what she's doing on the back end. How can we work her into one of your episodes? So then they'll sit down and they'll construct this story of Macy Gray and Karen being very great friends, and Macy Gray helping Karen's daughter produce an album. So now we can see Macy Gray again, put her back in front of the TV viewers. And also we can show you that not only is Macy Gray alive and well, she's also producing and writing, and, you know, it just gets the person back out there a lot of times. So either the Grand Dame and Macy Gray are good friends, or Macy Gray is trying to advertise something. And this is how her camp was able to mix her into a show that has a lot of visibility. It could be that. It could be one or the other. Which one do you think it is? Do you think that they're really good friends, or do you think that this is publicity for Macy Gray? Is this her publicist pulling the strings, or are they really friends? I am not talking about Robyn singing Amazing Grace. Kids are off limits, but I will say this. When she hit that high note, she was trying to hit some note and it just went every which way. There was a little silence and Macy Gray was like, yeah, it's a little sharp. Welcome back, Macy Gray. I wonder if she's going to have a show on Bravo. Something is happening with Macy Gray. It's just like out of nowhere. Really? Like, she's never talked about Macy Gray. And I feel like the Grand Dame would talk about being really good friends with Macy Gray all the time. What baffles me, I just do not understand how none of the women come for Giselle. Like, Giselle has been so messy, so conniving, just so horrible this whole season, just starting mess and starting drama, and nobody comes for her, specifically with Ashley. Like, she's done a lot of things to Ashley this season, and Ashley just goes, oh, well, Giselle is messy, we know how she is. But you're ready to fight Candace. You're ready to, you know, end your friendship with Robyn. You're ready to cut Karen off and call her all kinds of names. You're ready to, like, throw Monique away, but Giselle, she gets nothing and she starts everything, Ashley. I don't get it. I don't get it. My only reasoning for that probably could be the fact that she brought this show to Bravo. How we got to Potomac is because DC was a failure. There was a Real Housewives of DC. The ratings were really low and it did not do well. Andy Cohen said the reason why the show wasn't renewed was just because it was too political, and that's not what Bravo is about. So they were moving out of DC and just staying in New York and Jersey. Giselle took a meeting or set up a meeting with Andy and with Bravo about the Real Housewives of Potomac, because nobody knew about Potomac. Nobody knew where this place was. It was not on anybody's radar. Giselle used her, pseudo celebrity and got into the room and was able to have a meeting and said, these are my friends and this is what we do and we can turn it up. So she's essentially the Nene Leakes of the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I feel like that's maybe why the ladies do not come for her, because they feel indebted to her. And if that's the case, I just got to say this. I am so sick of, the girls really just laying down to these OGs. Like, you are all on the show. You are all earning your own way. Like, come for everybody equally. I don't like this special treatment that the OGs get. Like, yes, there should be some respect, right? But this is not their show. Thank you for bringing this cast of women together. But everybody, this is an ensemble. If you guys aren't working together, the show does not work. There's not one star of this show. Everybody plays an equally important role. Y'all not Sarah Jessica Parker, okay? What was her name on the show? Carrie. There are no Carries in this group, okay? There's a bunch of Samanthas, but that's why, and I don't like it. I hate that they do this on the Real Housewives of Potomac. I hate that they do that on the Real Housewives of Atlanta with Nene. They've done it so long that she feels like she can't be checked. She talks down to them, she cusses them out, and they just take it. Kenya Moore, I did not like her on the show. I do not like her in person. I have met her. Horrible person. Horrible. Maybe she's changed since she had the baby. I don't know. But when I met her, evil. That aside, what I did like about her was that she came for Nene. In her first season, she did not care. She was really trying to be friends with Nene, and Nene was giving her that OG check, like treating her a certain way because she was somebody who brought the cast together and this is her show and y'all wouldn't have this had it not been for her. And Kenya Moore was like, girl, bye. The hell with you. Like, I don't care who you are. You're not going to talk to me like that. You're not going to treat me like that. So I can respect her in that. I was like, yes, you are the only one. Kenya and Candy were the only ones who have really come for Nene on an equal playing field, because Nene used to try to check Candy with that too. But Candy was just like, let's be clear here. I am not only an A-lister, I am also the wealthiest person in this cast. You gonna treat me with some respect. Remember her first season on, Nene tried her. Nene tried her and Candy did not take no crap from her. Now they're cool. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why the ladies don't come for Giselle. I hope that changes next season. I hope that changes at the reunion, because Giselle needs to get that work at the reunion. She started so much mess. I'm thankful for it. She kept the season going. I'm not hating on it. Just don't like how the ladies don't come for her. It's unfair. You can't come for Candace like this and not come for Giselle. Y'all all have to be able to get it at any given moment. Oh my gosh, not for lazy mom. So Monique still won't change this name. She's still going with this horrible name. She's doing like programming and branding for her Not for Lazy Moms podcast. And she invites Ashley over and they start to talk about her situation with Gollum being, handsy with the cameraman, and Ashley being shocked that the ladies are like having a good time or like having a go at her about the situation. I'm like, how are you shocked, Ashley? How are you shocked? Ashley has been horrible. Since her first season, she has been extremely horrible to everybody on the show. She has dragged everyone. You mean to tell me that when it's your turn, you're shocked that you're getting it like this on all ends? Like, ma'am, you came for everybody. So, of course, when you're down, they're probably going to have a little victory lap, probably drag you a bit, but give you more grace than you deserve. Because the way the ladies are going in, they're just having a little kiki. Also, because she's acting acting like everything is okay and chill. So she's not even being truthful that she's really going through it, breaking down and crying. So the ladies are taking it lightly as well. Since Ashley is putting on this front that everything's okay, everything is cool, they're having fun with it. But a lot of people who she has offended and came for are probably enjoying it a bit more. Ma'am, if you don't want this to be the reaction when you are in a situation, don't be awful, period. Just be a good person. And when you are down and out, people will come to your side. Monique is not coming to your side because she's a good person. Monique is coming to your side because she's calculated. This is how calculated Monique is. Monique is sitting here talking to Ashley, and Ashley brings up, Candace saying that Monique was like, having a go at her about her situation as well, which she was. Because some shady Bravo editors showed when Monique was celebrating as well and having a little kiki like everybody else. And Monique is like, oh my goodness, that is not true. I would have never done that. I have the text messages to show you. And she showed these text messages, and Ashley was going through them, and the cameraman zoomed in, and I was reading them text messages right along with Ashley. And every response from Monique was so calculated. I was like, oh girl, you're good. Because this is what Monique is doing. She is branding herself because she is really trying to make Not For Lazy Moms something that she can live off as well. Living off her husband, cool, she's fine with that. But a wise woman will always have her own little stash just in case. So Monique is branding and building at this point. So if you are trying to build this mom brand, you gotta be a certain way. You can't be on television being this awful person. So you have to be somebody who's neutral, is just like, oh my goodness, I would not revel in, the downfall of another person. Even if she does, we're not gonna see it on camera. Cause her responses to Candace, I was like, Candace, you don't even realize this girl is playing you. Listen, our girl Monique is playing chess and everybody else is playing Uno, okay? They ain't even in the same game. This girl, I was watching her because I was just like, who is this? You know what I mean? When I was watching this season, I'm like, who the hell is this? This cannot be Monique. Totally different person because she's branding. She's branding her company. And she can't be on here reckless trying to sell something to people. Like Bethany, she can do that because she's selling an alcoholic beverage. You know what I mean? You expect to be a little tipsy and a little reckless when you are selling liquor. Ain't nobody asking you to be perfect selling liquor. But when you're selling something, a mom brand, a brand that's going to be in like children's stores and something that Disney will want to pick up, you got to carry yourself a certain way. And that is exactly what Monique is doing. Every scene is calculated. Every conversation is calculated. Every text is calculated. That girl knows what she's doing. She is playing this game. She took a card out of Ashley's deck. Okay, Ashley's situation, it's a little rocky right now, but homegirl is still in the game. But Monique is playing it smooth. Playing it smooth. Even like 2 episodes ago where her mother-in-law got up there and apologized to her. Calculated. Ain't no old black mama going in front of all them people and apologize. Look, the pride that black mamas have, girl, please. Girl, bye. Calculated. You go, girl. You go. I'm telling you guys, watch her from here on out. Monique's scenes are PC. Her confessionals are uber PC. She's not saying anything negative about anybody. She's joking about stuff, but she's still keeping it very cutesy and light. Ain't nobody neutral on these shows. Mother is branding. Stay woke. What the hell happened to Katie? Like, what's going on? Because when she started this show, she was so prim and proper and buttoned up and oh my God, oh, this Pinot Grigio. Now she's serving crack. Like, what is this, the wig? Everything looks like she just got out of rehab. Because when she showed up with this wig, I'm like, Katie, what's going on? Katie is on something, guys. And I don't want to say crack. It looks like it's crack. I don't think it is. I think whatever she's taking, she's reacting like a crackhead, but I don't think it's crack. But something is not right. Something is not right. I'm telling you. She went from looking like a freaking Vogue model to looking like Halle Berry in Jungle Fever. Remember, she was Gator's girlfriend. can't believe I was about to sing the song. Remember? I need some money. I'm a crackhead. I need some money. I'm a crackhead. Yes, watch Jungle Fever, Halle Berry. It's Katie. It's Katie. What about Juan screams Halloween? Who the hell would want a Halloween themed 40th birthday? You know what? I'm not even gonna say who the hell. I'm just saying I don't see that in Juan. You know what? I like Halloween. I enjoy it. I have a fun time with it. But I don't ever want a celebration that involves ghouls and goblins and zombies. Like, for me, like, no. I don't want to celebrate nothing with a ghoul. Nothing, okay? And with Juan, I'm like, what? This 40th birthday for Blacks, especially, like, our 40th birthday parties are very sleek and, you know, crunk. Haunted Halloween party with children? I didn't see it. It didn't make any kind of sense to me. I was just like, who in the production thought this up? Did y'all, were y'all given a space to use or something? Did like maybe a carnival say, do you want to rent the space? Something happened here. Because Robyn has never mentioned Juan having an affinity for Halloween. So why would you give him a 40th birthday party with this theme? I don't know. It didn't make sense to me, but listen, it is what it is. It happened. He seemed to have had a really good time. He seemed to really enjoy Michael's presence. Can we talk about Michael? Michael wasn't hiding. You know, I think Juan was the dick he wanted to because Michael wasn't hiding, okay? But he came out of hiding to come to Juan's birthday party. Was that the sausage? Was that the sausage you wanted to suck? Because everybody on the show, everybody on Twitter, all of the fandom think it was Juan's sausage. And Robyn said that she told Juan whose sausage Michael wanted to suck. And Juan was very affectionate to you know, rich people. Freaky. I don't know what's going on here, but this whole situation, because Michael was so excited in that van. He's like, yeah, I love Juan. You know, he's a great guy. And then when he saw him, his eyes lit up. I always thought that Michael really had, I never thought that he was attracted to Juan. I just thought that he was very mesmerized by him. And I was thinking, oh, this is probably who he will want to be. You know, a lot of people who are, you know, not everybody is blessed with beauty. Let's just be real. You know, not everybody is blessed with that. And there are people who don't have that. I apologize. I don't know what that's like. But there are people who don't have that, who look to other people and desire that, desire to look like that, desire to have that skin, desire, you know, it doesn't even have to be beauty. Sometimes people have what you want, so you look at them in admiration. You know what I mean? Like my little sister, she has great metabolism. Like, I don't know where she got it from. It's not from this side of the family, but her metabolism is sickening. She can eat whatever and she will stay snatched. I admire that about her, right? So I feel like with Gollum, he looks at Juan and he's just like, if I could be anybody, this is who I would want to be. That's what I thought. Now I'm like, do you want to be him or do you want to be with him? I'm not hating. Michael got good taste. If that's the case, because Juan is handsome, you know what I mean? I feel like what he has done to Robyn has made him a tad bit unattractive. But even with that tad bit of unattractiveness, he's still cute. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it, Michael. I get it. But baby, he beamed when he saw Juan. Like, couldn't get enough. Juan rubbed his back, and I thought that Michael was going to pass out. Oh, this reunion is going to be so messy. I cannot wait. Have they even started filming it yet? How many more episodes do we have in this season? I just want to get right to the reunion. Giselle, how have they not come for her? How have they not come for this woman? Because as soon as she sees Michael, what does she say? No charges, high five. Like, girl, she's so messy. And Ashley says nothing. Nothing. Somebody got to come for this woman. We need a light-skinned Kenya Moore on this show because that's the only thing y'all gonna get from Potomac. Y'all not getting nothing dark on that show. So can we please get a light-skinned Kenya Moore? Somebody to come for the head because none of these broads are gonna do it. So this episode ends with the ladies confronting Ashley and Ashley being upset that they weren't there for her. And the ladies are like, excuse me, have you met you? You know, they were like, girl, what? You're not a nice person. And also you were acting like everything was okay. So we didn't even know what was really going on because you weren't being honest about your situation. So that's where the episode ends. Then, messy Andy Cohen. Did y'all see when Titus got him together? Go on, girl. Do your show. Anyway, this little messy show gonna show some unseen footage. So Ashley and Michael this whole time saying it never happened. Nothing happened. He didn't do anything. We get this unseen footage. And the unseen footage is the cameraman or Michael walking up to the cameraman. We don't know what he did. What it sounds like is that he touched a black man somewhere inappropriately because you can hear the cameraman say, don't do that again. So obviously Michael has done this before and he said something to him and he's done it again. Then we get footage seeing Michael running through Monique's, is it a basement? Whatever, her little playroom or whatever. He say, no, man, I didn't touch your butt. Let's get a beer. So Ashley and Michael are lying. I knew that. Like, you know, insider tea. Ashley and Michael are lying, and I need to get to this reunion. I need to get to this reunion because they can't get out of this. They cannot get out of this. Bravo is not on these people's side. Like, it is not working. And messy Andy Cohen is going to get to the bottom of this because let me tell you something that I know about this show for sure. What they showed us of the unseen footage is not all. They're probably going to show a good 2 minutes of unseen footage at the reunion and have Ashley and Michael try to explain that. Because something happened. Like, no dude is just going to say, don't do that again. Like, the way he said it, Michael did something wrong. And the whole, what's up, buddy? He grabbed him. You know what I mean? I think he did grab him. I don't think that that cameraman will risk his job, right? To make a claim about sexual assault, especially a black man, making a claim about sexual assault from apparently, because I know what the guy looks like, a smaller white guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that this dude will put his job in jeopardy, his future, you know, working in this industry in jeopardy over a lie. I don't think that Bravo or Truly Original would pay out all that money if it was a lie. You know what I mean? I think they're showing as much footage as they can for now because of probably legal reasons, because if they show more, then it's just like, you know, this case could be opened a bit more. So I don't really know what happened there, but what I do know is that Ashley and Michael lied. Ashley and Michael lied. Ashley was talking about she was there, she saw it. No, you weren't. No, you were not. You were out there taking a picture. Michael was inside grabbing black man's behinds. It was, girl, you were nowhere near your husband. And then my thing is, what was he crying about then? Because was he really crying about losing his child, or was he crying about the confrontation that happened at the rainbow party? Was that before or was that after? We'll never know because we don't know if the scene was edited in sync or out of sync. So we don't know really what those tears were about. You know, he could just have been really in a bad situation, probably was, you know, felt humiliated, was arguing with people because there was a confrontation. That's what I do know. There was a confrontation and people were like trying to break them up. Okay, like it went down in Monique's basement. So I don't know if she got paid off. That's why they're not talking about it. But what we saw, it was huge. It was really huge because the guy did not like it and he went right to his supervisor as soon as it happened. He told everybody because obviously Michael had been doing this a few times. So, you know, he's been, you know, sexually harassing allegedly a lot of people on that set, a lot of men. And this was the icing on the cake because this was dude number 2. This wasn't even the first dude. This was a second dude, allegedly. And then Michael, oh my goodness. Let me read you what Michael said about this episode. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, So Michael and Ashley watched the episode, and this was Michael's response. On one hand, I was amused by the production company's amateurish attempt to affect the viewer's opinion by first showing a video that clearly does not show any improper action by me, and then try to couple that with another video which was taken 4 hours later by a different cameraman of a conversation with a cousin of a cast member, not the cameraman who, whenever I see him, refers to a well-documented harmless event that occurred in season 1, Michael said. On the other hand, it shows the level people will stoop to in order to get ratings. Let me tell you how he exposed himself in this little statement, just the beginning of it. He says right here that the video that clearly does not show any improper action by me, and then try to couple that with another video which was taken 4 hours later by a different cameraman. Remember what I told y'all, that there was an altercation and it went down? Baby, it was a whole day of this. It was a whole day of a little scuffle, a little going back and forth. Production ain't know what the hell to do. Like, it was a mess at this rainbow party. All of this happened at the rainbow party. Dude, you got issues. You got issues. But all this happened allegedly, because y'all not taking my channel down. Allegedly this happened. It went down. Allegedly. Then Michael says, this was a serious situation where an employee of the production company tried to take advantage of my wife and I by making up a story to try to profit from it, Michael added. The fact that the production company appears to endorse his actions by splicing together disconnected and unrelated events in order to also profit is really scary for people in my position. This is what I will say. We're going to get more of this unseen footage. I think we're going to get enough to show what Michael did, how it got to that level, but it's also going to be footage that makes the production company and Bravo look good. So here is where I think Ashley's door is opening, guys, because if Michael doesn't like how he's being portrayed on the show and how he's now talking about Bravo and the production company, you know, trying to essentially cast a false narrative about him, cast him as some kind of, you know, creep who like sexually harasses cameramen. If we're going there, I don't think that this relationship could go farther than this. You know, I think that after this season, this may be it for him. You know what I mean? So that's where it's like when he refuses to film, he doesn't want to be on the show. That's all of a sudden causing problems in the relationship. You get where I'm going. You get where I'm going. Okay, Ashley. I see you. Can we talk about the rainbow party? It's still on my mind that he was grabbing men's butts at a rainbow party when he was crying about losing his child. What? You can't hold down your vices for a rainbow party? You can't wait to like get out of a rainbow party to like then start being freaky? What's going on? Because this is the thing. Michael slipped up in season 1 and it was mentioned, and then we never had any issues with him again. Now he's acting out a lot because he has had 2 separate accusations about him grabbing somebody inappropriately, also talking about sucking sausages, like being very carefree with his vices on camera, off camera, like people are, you know, saying it back. And so I'm just like, what is happening to make him start to get so messy and careless with his vices? Normally you can keep that under wrap. I don't know if he's tired of hiding and he doesn't want to like, you know, put on this facade anymore. He wants to be very open with what he likes, and maybe he's trying to like ease that in. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but there has been a lot of little incidents with him. You know what? No, I'm not that messy. I was about to be like, let me reach out to somebody and see if I can get some more insider tea, but I'm done. I'm done. I got that little tidbit and that's all I need to know. Anyway, that's all of my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Potomac this last episode. Let me know what you think about this episode in the comment section below, and I will see you next week for the following episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Love you guys. Bye.